Hey Debut fam.
Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back.
Thanks for all the love on our relationship don'ts video.
Yep.
Because you know some of those things even we're still doing, right?
Yeah, we're still trying not to do those things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And our video is a reminder to us what not to do. So yeah, but now we're back with the relationship do's.
Yeah.
The things that you should definitely be doing in a relationship so that it's sustainable, so that your relationship can go from strength to strength, from glory to glory, from grace to grace.
Okay. Anyway. Yeah, people try and do all these extravagant big things for their partner, but sometimes it's all about the small things. Rather than doing the big annual birthday surprise, what about the small things, the mundane things that we have to keep doing, just to keep the relationship going, you know, greasing the relationship oil so that we can have a successful relationship. Yeah,
because for real, like, those big things, they come once in a while and they're beautiful, but the thing that's actually going to keep your relationship going is these small things day in, day out. So we just wanted to share them with you.
Yeah.
Do set time aside for each other and communicate.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, you know we're always preaching about communicating.
It's so important because people just think successful relationships just happen.
Yeah.
But it's important to actually set time aside and communicate. Yeah. For us, we started going out on the 4th of June 2013. So that meant every 4th we were together. Yeah. We were spending time. Regardless.
That's anniversary day.
Yeah, we celebrate every month. Yeah, it was literally amazing. Yeah. And every Wednesday we actually set time aside.
That was date night.
That was date night. We were like, no one messes with date night. Even if the 4th, and even say for example the 4th was on a Tuesday and date night was on Wednesday, hey, that's a bonus month. And nobody could interrupt those times.
Literally. Friends will be like, oh guys, do you want to come over? Or, you know, Anna, come to this, come to that. And I'll be like, sorry, it's date night.
It's date night.
But you see Gabes all the time. He's your boyfriend and you speak to each other.
No.
But date night was so important.
Uninterrupted time.
Literally. Do you remember some weeks would go without and they'll be like our worst weeks in our relationship because there was hardly any communication. Like, you can talk to each other on the go and everything, but setting time aside and being expected.
Where you put your phone away, you literally look at each other in the eyes and talk. It's such a good thing.
And we literally ask each other questions about the relationship. How are things going? Where are we going in the next few years? Are we gonna put that ring on my finger? No jokes.
It's a lot of pressure, I'm telling you.
Where is the ring? No jokes. But we'd communicate. We'd be dreaming about our future. We'd be talking about the type of the way that we want to raise our kids. We'd be talking about the struggles of our jobs, and you know, like we just spoke a lot, and that built so much intimacy. So don't take the time together for granted.
Exactly. And also, more importantly, we had fun. Yeah. So this is where we. She's so serious. So serious.
I'm not. I'm the fun one.
Yeah, you are actually. We just had fun. So this is where we actually built our friendship as well, because you know the foundation of any relationship is on friendship. Foundation, it's a friendship foundation. So that's where we built our friendship. And obviously we weren't having sex, so you know what else we're supposed to do.
All you can do is talk about it, you know, in public places, can't we? Anyways, but yeah, and you know what, we got to loosen this guy up. You know, when we first met, he was a bit uptight, he was a bit, you know, Mr. Serious. But yeah, we come fast, yeah?
What's that?
It's some Nigerian word, I think.
Wow.
You know, we've got a lot of Nigerian subscribers and I need to get to know both sides, so yeah. So do show your spouse that you appreciate them. Oh my gosh, that's a big one. Because it's so easy to forget that you need to tell your spouse that you love them, that you care about them, that you're grateful for them. Like, encouragement is a big thing in relationships. And sometimes we think that just because we're with someone, that's enough of a explanation that you like them, but no.
So what I don't know is explaining is me at the beginning of the relationship, basically. So I came into this relationship like, I'm here. Like, I'm here. So now you want me to be talking and affirming you every minute? Oh, you are crazy. But I didn't understand how important it was just to, you know, just appreciate and encourage your partner. Like, it's actually a really big deal, because sometimes you might be in a relationship, but you don't really know how things are going, and just being able to communicate and affirm that will allow someone to know, like, oh, like, we're actually in a good place. Sometimes you just don't really know.
Yeah, because you think about at work, like, I think a lot of people feel insecure because maybe their manager doesn't tell them how well they're doing. The manager might think it, and you're still there in the job. They haven't sacked you, but you still don't feel appreciated because they maybe haven't verbalized it. So it's the same in a relationship. Like, you know, we're going along, Gabes is showing me all this stuff, but at the end of the day, like, he hasn't told me.
Yeah.
He's not telling me that he cares. So like, don't take for granted repeating and saying to your spouse that you love them, that you care about them, that what they did there was just really good. Oh, I'm looking forward to spending the rest of my life with you. Oh, you're my best friend. All of this stuff really does help affirm the relationship.
And it's really important because the thing is, when you encourage your partner, like, you actually make them feel good about themselves. And when they feel good about themselves, you make the environment a lot more comfortable, you make it more friendly. Because this world that we live in is very negative. So what you want to create is a space of just kind of excitement, happiness, and where someone can actually feel and be boosted up rather than being torn down like everything else in this world.
If you think about it, people always want to be around positive people. Even if you're a negative person,
you still want to be
around positive people because it does something to you. So like, we've been intentional about creating that environment within our home that is always going to be positive. We'll share critique a lot, but there will always be more encouragement than there is criticism.
And the thing about encouragement, for the one who is encouraging, so when I encourage Annabella, it's like, when I speak it out, it's actually a reminder to me about how amazing that she is. So it's also helping me draw myself closer to her because I'm speaking life. And I am like, kind of like, oh, like, yeah, that's actually a really good point. Or it's just these little reminders that Annabella is actually an amazing wife. So yeah, that's why we just keep sticking along.
Exactly.
I reminded myself.
Do practice self-awareness. Oh my gosh, because at the end of the day, when you get into a relationship, the only person that you can change in that relationship is yourself.
Definitely. We always try, when we get in a relationship and we're in a position where we don't like something, it's always like, oh, they need to change, they need to change. But literally, sometimes, not even sometimes, it's all the time, you need to change. If you can't change a person, you can only change yourself. You can influence other people, but they have to take it upon themselves to action what you've said. That's why self-awareness is so important.
Major.
We always talk about like the first couple of months was really difficult for us in our relationship. Annabella used to be quite upset, and I didn't understand why she was upset. This kind of goes back to the encouragement thing, because I am someone who is able to, who gives more critique than I give encouragement.
Definitely.
So that's why this whole encouragement thing was so difficult for me. So with Annabella, I always used to be like, oh, you're not doing this right, you're not doing that. And I never really even said anything positive, because for me, I keep the positive things up here, but I speak negative. So for me, I was like, look.
That is you, straight up.
It was me, wasn't it?
Well, was is the same thing.
But anyway, so where was I?
You used to criticize. You criticize a lot. That's where you were.
I criticize a lot. Do I still do it? Okay, cool. I'm working on it. So okay, we can talk present. So it's easier for me to find things that are going wrong than things that are going right. Sorry, Kurt. Oh, where was I? Gosh,
you never spoke so much truth. Come on, babe, spit that fire.
Where was I? So I was always like, why is Annabella upset? Like, I was like, girl, you need to fix up. Like, but I was like, what am I actually doing to contribute to the fact that she's down? And I realized, there's actually a problem with the fact that I critique and don't encourage. So I've kind of made it more of a point to bite my tongue a little bit when I see something and to actually tell her stuff. And I'm like, babe, thank you so much for dinner. It was amazing. You know, that Maggie Q was done in the right proportion. You know, thank you for waking me up this morning. I don't know, babe, thank you for just looking beautiful. Thank you that you're just an amazing wife. Just thank you for your existence. Thank you, Lord, that He just brought you to me. And I don't know, I struggle with all this, you know, this soppy talk, but I'm getting there.
You are really getting there. And, you know, before, if he saw something that was wrong, he'd say it straight away. Now he stops, and then he'll think of putting it in a sandwich.
Sandwich.
Yes. Positive, negative, positive in the same sentence. Hey, give an example, babe.
Okay, so like there was a time when Annabella like washed my shirts, and I'm like, oh babe, thank you so much for washing my shirts, but next time would you mind washing it on this setting? But I love the fact that you're always just looking after the household.
Yes!
And it sounds like so much stupidity coming out of my mouth. Like, the problem is the shirt, but you've got to just make it softer. You know, you've got to soften the blow. So, yeah.
But yeah, being self-aware is so important. Understanding what your natural tendencies are and realizing how could they impact my partner in this relationship and adjusting yourself accordingly. Yeah. He's still a critical person, but he softens the blow when he gives his criticism, or, you know, so it's just important to be self-aware in a relationship.
Yeah, 100%.
Do be true to yourself in a relationship. Oh my gosh, this is the hardest one, right?
Because it's so easy just to get into a relationship and just to kind of
forget who you are.
Forget who you are and just go into this dream. You forget the career that you were doing. You forget that you were serving in church. You even forget about Jesus. Like, it's just so important to know your true self, because in a relationship there's a lot of compromise that goes on, and there's things that you have to drop in order to move forward. However, there's certain core values that you are not going to drop. Exactly. For us, like, going to church is a big thing. Like, we'll go to church, and we'll not only go to church, but we'll serve in church. Like, what was the big thing for us?
Yours is your career, I guess.
Yeah, career. Like, I'm still gonna be driving. I don't want a girl who just wants me around every single day of the week. Where, you know, we've got to have a bit of like structure, so that, you know, if I want to stay long at work, I don't have to feel pressure to come home. That's very important for me. So I needed someone who was driven.
So there's loads of things that, you know yourself. You had all these dreams, all these desires, and yes, some of them need to be adjusted when you get into a relationship. But ask yourself some deep questions, because some people can get into a relationship as one person. You look back 5 years later and all the dreams and desires that you had, you let go of. You know, you said you're going to wait till marriage to have sex, but because your partner wants to have sex, you're having sex. Like, all of these things that are core values have just been let go of, and those are, I guess, red flags within a relationship. But make sure that you are true to yourself in your relationship.
Because you see, like, a lot of people even get into marriage, and then they've got this whole, like, they're so unfulfilled, they're unhappy. They realize that, like, the convictions that they had when they were going out with the person, that they didn't really even check. So it's important to check, like, kind of check how your soul's doing. Like, are you actually feeling fulfilled in your relationship? Not even just in your relationship, but in every other area. And do you feel like kind of convicted in the current position that you're in? Because if you are, there's some difficult questions you got to ask yourself.
Because for us, that's why we always say make sure you're whole before you get into a relationship. So for us, we had a lot of disagreement at the beginning, because we were both sure of, like, who we were, what the things that we wanted to achieve and everything. And it's like, okay, right, if we're gonna make this work, how are we going to do this? Like, what?
Practically.
Practically. What are we going to do? And we both had core values that were the same, that aligned to each other, so that we could work. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been together. Like, but a lot of people are getting into relationships before they know who they actually are, and then in the relationship, it's like, they're just not working.
That's why it's really important to have faith. You see, a lot of people have faith in what they see, but they don't have faith in what they don't see. Like, if this person that you're with is not good for you, it's okay to leave them, believing that although you can't see the future partner that you're gonna have, God will bring that person to you. And it's just having faith, as small as a mustard seed. I know it's like, let's get practical, it's difficult. Like, you have someone right there and then who likes you, but is that really enough if you're gonna compromise on everything?
So definitely be true.
I just think, if I stayed in my last relationship, mate, I don't even think I would have the career I'm in. I don't think I wouldn't be in church. There's a big blessing just literally, and it was really difficult for me to get out of that relationship. I was like, oh, I don't know, will I get another girl and all that kind of stuff. But listen, like, this is where the words are coming. I love this girl, you know? Like, I really feel like I'm able to achieve so much because I know that's in my life. And yeah, like, you never know what's on the other side of you just stepping out and you just being true to yourself. You find a great partner who's gonna help you achieve everything you had a desire to achieve. So it's important to really just know yourself when you're in your relationship, and, you know, so you can find the right person who's gonna take you forward.
Wow. I never received that many words in one go.
They're for the YouTubers, isn't it?
No, for me, you know. But anyway, yeah, basically, be true to yourself, even in your relationship. And the final one, do pray together, guys. prayer is so powerful, like especially when we were dating.
Yeah,
like,
and going through the differences. You just need God to intervene and bring peace.
When you pray together, you actually love each other more, because you're just like, I do not want to pray with you right now, but for the sake of our relationship, we really need Jesus right now. And it kind of softens your heart when you're praying for your spouse and for yourself, so that you can actually love them. Yeah. In that moment.
Sometimes it can be very difficult.
Yeah. And when we prayed, we always used to hold hands, and it's just like, I don't want to hold your hand right now, but you know, for the sake of Jesus, we're gonna hold hands. So I don't know, it just brings a sense of unity, and especially when you're praying for things like through our wedding engagement, and we're just like, Lord, bring that finance, Jesus.
We needed Jesus for that one
right now.
Yeah.
Like, and then we see miracles happening, and we're just like, wow.
Yeah.
Like,
and those little things for us were like
big things.
Well, they were very big, because it was like more of a confirmation of us being together, because we're seeing like, you know, where we were praying and we were united.
Yeah.
Fire came from heaven, yo.
Literally.
Fire.
God sent things that we just didn't expect, and that happens all the time. And it's not even the big things like dropping money into your account or whatever. It's just like the conversations that we'd have with people, the job opportunities that would come, and all of these little things that we knew we were seeking God for answers on, and together, that we actually experienced the answers together as well. So it's just like, I don't know, it keeps you together, keeps you united. You know, we want to make sure that our prayer requests were on the same page, especially as we headed towards being one.
And even with that, like, even when it comes to like arguments and stuff, like when we would pray, okay, rather than challenging your partner, or rather than me challenging Anna, we would pray, and it's almost like, how many times did we argue about something and I just came back and I was like, oh, I feel like we should do something different. Without even presenting your concerns to your partners, like God is actually working in both of you. And it's just important to just pray, because not every argument needs to be actually discussed. Sometimes it's going straight to Jesus, and Jesus just go, and then, boy. So
do pray together. So yeah, that's the do's and don'ts of relationships done.
Yeah.
Now we're moving on to the do's and don'ts as a man in a relationship.
Men don't have to do anything.
Shade time.
Shade time.
Yeah, I'm probably excited, literally. All the men need to hear this, so make sure when we post those videos, you're sharing it with your male friends, because you know, it might be insightful for them as well. But we'll see you as usual on Monday, guys.